Today, I'm going to be talking about Trader Joe and why I'm so bullish on it for the next bull run. I believe this project has so much potential when it comes to the next bull run. I believe it's one of the best DEXs out there in terms of crypto. I'm very bullish on decentralized exchanges in the first place, and I'm even more bullish on the ecosystems that Trader Joe is getting itself involved in. So let's talk about Trader Joe in this video. But before we do, guys, these are the times in which my Patreons thrive. The markets right now are down a lot. We've got a lot of low cap gems in very good dipping opportunities. And these are the times when, my Patreons make a lot of money because we buy into these new projects, these upcoming trends, and we go heavy into them. These are some examples of when we did that. So you've got Viot, you've got DMTR, you've got Singularity Net. We were buying these in dips, and some of them were selling them at the top, right? I'm a long-term investor. I'm still holding them, but that's besides the point. We get into these projects super early on, and they go on to rally like crazy. And if you guys join the Patreon group, you will gain access to these projects. There's going to be many new ones. It's not just these ones. I'm dropping new buy alerts every single week almost. And, new projects are going to be in the know. And these guys are getting in way before the rest of the crowd. Hit the link in the description and check out all of the tiers. Guys, let's get straight into this one. So Trader Joe for me is one of the best mid caps out there. Solid project. One of my favorite mid caps out there, along with the likes of Gala and Singularity Net. This project for me is so strong. Like I said, the ecosystems and the blockchains that it's getting involved in here, I'm very bullish on. I'm bullish on Avalanche, and Arbitrum's obviously an upcoming ecosystem as well. So I think it's going to do very well. It wouldn't surprise me if we see Trader Joe get integrated with many more, many more layer ones and layer twos going forward. Obviously, it's got layer two here in Arbitrum. And Avalanche is actually technically a layer zero. So it's got a layer one, a layer two, and a layer zero, right? So it's great to see that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see Trader Joe get even more and more connections to other blockchains in the future. But let's talk about what Trader Joe is doing. Simplified. Obviously, we're not going to go really in depth. But you can see here, this is the interface. It's very, very nice. And you can essentially trade. You can provide liquidity. You can stake. And you can buy and sell NFTs. So if you're bullish on any of these ideas, whether you're bullish on NFTs, whether you're bullish on DeFi or trading, this is the project for you. Now, I'm not actually invested in any DEXs really apart from this project. I'm not invested in PancakeSwap. I'm not invested in Uniswap. And I'm not invested in really any others as far as I can think. But we know for a fact that when the bull markets hit, people use DEXs. And if you look in the last bull run, the likes of PancakeSwap, how big it got, this provides a decent example for how big Trader Joe could get in the future, right? Now, what I will say is obviously BNB was huge. But look, what does Trader Joe also allow for? BNB. So let's just look at PancakeSwap and let's see where it went to in the next bull run. Now, I'm not saying Trader Joe is going to go to this level, but I'm using it as somewhat of a framework, essentially. So you can see here, PancakeSwap got all the way up to 6.6 billion in the last bull run in market cap. What is Trader Joe sitting at right now? Merely 133 million. So you're talking loads and loads of X's just to that price, right? Not 100X, but around a 50X or so, I believe. Maybe I'm doing the maths completely wrong, but we're talking 133 million here right now. So if Trader Joe was to do a 10X, you'd go to 1.3 billion. If Trader Joe was to do 100X, you'd go to 13 billion. So realistically, where do I see this going? I think it's a solid 30 to 50X gem. It's in that same category as a Gala and a Singularity Net. 30 to 50X is what I'm looking at for the bull run. And these types of projects are very good because they're not as risky as a low cap, but they're not as safe as a high cap. So what they can do for a portfolio is they can really add some good balance into the portfolio because the chance of a project like this going under is very, very slim. But the chance of a micro cap going under is still slim, but it's not very slim. So essentially it adds that level of stability in your portfolio. And I really like adding these types of projects to mine. So let's have a little look at the interface. So you can see here, obviously these are the DEXs that it has. So you got an Avalanche one, you got an Arbitrum, and a BNB. Now, obviously, Arbitrum is very up and coming right now. There's a lot of hype around it. People saying it's going to overtake Matic in the future. I'm not personally one of them, but I am bullish on it in general. Avalanche is another upcoming blockchain, or layer zero blockchain. So Avalanche is a big one for me, right? Avalanche got the Amazon partnership, and it's got a good ecosystem as well. So Avalanche and Polkadot, I think, will do very well. Arbitrum, I think, will do very well, and BNB is still, it's a solid project. So in terms of that, it's looking good, right? Now, this is what the DEX looks like. It's a very good interface. You've got Avalanche, obviously, Trader Joe token. You can use that as an incentive for some benefits. And yeah, just overall, it's a really, really solid project. And I think looking at it at these prices is a bargain. It's an absolute steal. It's very scarce. Not very scarce, but you got 500 million tokens, relatively low. Most of the supply is out, another huge benefit, and it's already interoperable with a few different blockchains. So I think long-term, great project. 30 to 50x is what I'm looking at, but obviously do your own research. It's not guaranteed. It's crypto. In terms of the short term, it bounced down to the 0.5, right? So it dipped 50% essentially. We bounced down to that 0.5 and it used it as a clear level of support, right? You can see we wicked all the way down to it. We bottomed of the wick on the 0.5. We came up and now we're retesting these levels above the 382. So very good to see. I was sending out a buy alert right down here. So my Patreons were getting in if they wanted to DCA. Obviously, they're only up maybe 15, 20%, something like that. But this is a long-term hold. And 15 to 20% makes a huge difference when it comes to long-term holding. Let's see exactly, because I don't want to say a wrong number. Yeah, so around 20%, they're up. 20, 21%. So good to see. But long-term, guys, it's looking very bullish, I believe, personally. This is on Binance, obviously. So if you do want to buy Trader Joe, let's have a look at the best places. Binance is obviously the best, but you've got MEXC, you've got Trader Joe itself, and a load of other exchanges. So it's really, really well diversified when it comes to exchanges. Binance listing is absolutely huge. That shows how good the project is, the fact that it's listed on Binance. And long term, it's just a great hold. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure you do go ahead and check out my Patreon page. These are the gains that we made, obviously. It is linked in the description. As always, these are the different tiers that I have. So you've got the Elite tier, you've got the VIP Plus tier. These are the two most popular ones. So you've got the Elite and you've got the VIP Plus. This is by far the most popular tier, the VIP Plus, because it has that very active Telegram group. People are in it all the time. High net worth individuals, smart people, but also new people. So if you're brand new to crypto, this is also the place to be because you'll learn very quick. We do weekly webinars in here. So I do educational live streams, talking about strategy, talking about taking profits, talking about all that type of stuff, portfolio management, all the important stuff that I don't really talk about too much on my channel. And obviously they get my buy alerts, they get my sell alerts, and they get the consideration alerts. So they can literally track my mind, right? They can track everything I do in the market to the second. And therefore, because I make lucrative returns, you can make lucrative returns. Take that time of your day out of the hours and hours and hours of research that you do and, make it quicker, make it more simple. I still advise people to do research. I'm not saying throw the research out, but what I'm saying is put your valuable time into mining fiat, make more money, and let someone who knows how to make money in crypto do that research for you and then send you the research. And then you can maybe do, 20 or 30 minutes extra on top of what I do to see for yourself. So I appreciate all of you watching. Have a really good rest of your day. Make sure to drop a like because a lot of you guys do forget to do that. It helps out so much. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.